Africa's economic development is hampered by major financial challenges, including insufficient growth, growing public debt, and limited financial inclusion. Faced with these challenges, banking institutions play a crucial role. Innovative initiatives are emerging to alleviate their burden and free up resources from the continent's development. Traditional banks and African stock exchanges are trying to diversify their sources of financing.
Premier pilier, c'est ce que nous appelons Global Trade Bank.
The first pillar is that we call the Global Trade Bank, which enables us to be the bank of banks in Africa today. We've been talking since the morning about the level of risk of international finance institutions from the continent. What our Flexing Bank does is provide African banks with this international opening through correspondent banking. In this respect, we currently work with more than 20 banks on the continent. Our goal is to work with 500 banks by 2026.
Plus de 200 banques sur le continent. Notre objectif, c'est de collaborer avec 500 banques à l'horizon.
The growth of African economy is a major challenge. The continent's development is still below average, according to experts, particularly in the WAMU zone, with a deficit of around 26%. Stock markets are proposing initiatives to be put in place.
I
think that the approach that should lead African entrepreneurs, our states, to focus on projects, their profitability, the cash flow that these projects can generate. This approach is much more important than financing because once you have proved that the projects are interesting, profitable, with the necessary cash flow, you can always find the financing, whether it is local or from outside.
Cash flow nécessaire, on trouve toujours le financement. Que ce soit localement ou que ce soit un financement venant de l'extérieur.
Furthermore, for Africa, which accounts for just 3% of global investment in energy, initiatives such as the creation of the African Energy Bank, with an initial capital of $5 billion, should also make up for the continent's economic development funding shortfall by financing projects linked to fossil fuels such as oil and gas.